but this fight was a little bit disturbed for me. You know, a lot of things happened.
Download the AllStar app. Make your picks for UFC fights, challenge your friends, level up and win prizes. Link in description. Get it now.
Gregory, you return August 19th. You got a pretty good matchup coming up, but this fight was supposed to happen in June. What happened to the
Yeah,
delay?
yeah. So, like you said, the fight supposed to happen in June 24th. I was training a lot for that fight, but Dennis get hurt, and the UFC right away. My manager called me and told me the guy get hurt, and they said the UFC give the option to push the fight to August 19th. And I said, okay, you know, like even I was, you know, in camp, and but it's better wait a little bit more and get more ready. But yeah, I still, you know, excited for this fight and happy. And yeah, man, the time's coming.
Definitely. And did you take maybe a little bit of time off between the
Yeah,
delay?
I took 2 weeks off. Uh, yeah, I took 2 weeks off just for, you know, recovery. You know, when you are in camp, it's a little bit stressful, you know, and but like um, when I start training for this camp, you know, before I accept this fight, I already like said, man, I need, you know, I'm training because I love what I do. You know, I like to be ready no matter if I have, you know, fight or not. But of course, when you have a fight, the intensity of the training is a little bit higher. And that's why I took there 2 weeks just for recovery, you know, putting my mind in place. I take time with my wife and my baby, my family. But after 2 weeks, I'm started right away my camp, and you know why? Like I think this camp, even the fight not happen, but now I'm feel more, you know, ready than before, like more focusing, and I know I studied him much more. So yeah, I like it. I like this time.
Definitely always good to have a couple more months to prepare
Yeah,
for an opponent, right?
yeah, yeah, exactly, man. I experienced it before, you know, when I suppose fight Brett Tavares in January, and then like 2 weeks, like almost the same 2 weeks, um less than 2 weeks later, before the fight, they told me Brad pulled out the fight, you know, and they give me the option to move the fight maybe for March, but at the time I said no, want to fight, no, want to go to Brazil, you know, a long time not going Brazil. And then I accept another fight with Bruno, but that was the big mistake I did. And but anyways, like, you know, I learned a lot from that. And then I saw me, you know, a couple months ago for the fight in June 24th in the same situation. And I said, man, or I force for a different fight, or I'm just need to wait. And I'll, you know, I talk with my, of course, I didn't did this decision by myself, but I talk with my trainers, my coach, my wife, and all of them helped me, you know, and said, hey, it's better we wait. You know, we're not gonna rush for nothing. You know, I have a long time to do this, and then yeah, man, now I'm, you know, I focus on this fight. I'm wait a little bit more, and I don't want to say if that happened again, you know, or I know I'm not gonna fight. Maybe if the fight makes sense for me, of course I will go. I will do it. But if not, it's better you wait a little bit more.
No doubt. Let's talk about the last fight. How were you after the fight, physically, mentally?
Man, it was hard for me. You know, very hard because I was in one time of my career. You know, going up and good wins, and but this fight was a little bit disturbed for me. You know, a lot of things happened. My baby born right after the fight against Chile. I fought him in September 2022, and then my baby born October 2022, and then I got a fight for January 23, and the camp was a little bit, not too good. And then the fight happened. I lost in my town, get a knockout, and that was devastating. I was very upset. At the same time, always if I win or lose, no matter what, I try to learn something from that. And that fight, teach me so many things. And one of the things is about patience. Sometimes you just need to be patient. Sometimes you're not gonna decide, make a decision by your feelings, because the time I was happy, win and everything, but sometimes you need to be smart and say, man, but the camp now was good. I'm not gonna have a time, good time to prepare myself for a fight, especially now in this situation. Even like maybe if I fought Brett Tavares, the camp now was that too good. And but yeah, it's been like I learned about patience, and of course Bruno did a good job. He did his job in that. He was ready for that, and I just look it back and take all the good things from that fight, that situation. But now I'm a different fireman. I'm a different guy. More professional. Um, I'm more patient and lovely with what I do with my trainees. I change a little things in on my preparation for a fight. So yeah, even it was bad in the good ways was good, because I need to make a lot of changes, and that was good for me. So yeah, so now I'm gonna put everything on test in August 19th, and of course I have the feeling I will see everything I did, for the changes I did, will worth it in the end.
Could you tell us about the changes?
Yeah, so one of the things right after that fight, I took a little bit, like a month or a month and a half doing nothing. I was in Brazil. I enjoy my wife's family, and then when I get back to USA, one of the things I decided to do is, man, I need to go back a little bit for what put me here. The art put me here. The things I did for all my life was jiu-jitsu, and I was put in the back a little bit. And the love, when you knock people out, man, it's so good. You yeah, you be in love with that, and you want to see more people. You want to knock out more people. So, and then I was focused on my striking. It's not bad, it's good, because I did a lot of evolutions on my ground, my striking game. But you never need, you can't forget who you are. I'm a grappling fight, and one of the things I did, I talked with my good friend Rafael Lovato. He live in Oklahoma, and asked you for help, and then he said, bro, come in here for a couple weeks. We're gonna train, And then I went there for 2 weeks just by myself. My wife was here in Florida, and it was too good. I mean, I just trained jiu-jitsu, more focused on jiu-jitsu, and he's a legend, Bellator middleweight champion. A lot of knowledge given to me on the time, and then that's one of the things I changed in my mind. Man, I'm an MMA fighter. Even it's not about jiu-jitsu, but I'm an MMA fighter. So I have this skill. I have these weapons on my hand. Why am I not using it? And I make a focus on my jiu-jitsu. And when I get back to Florida after that time in Oklahoma, I went to Vagner Rocha. It's another, high-level jiu-jitsu guy, grappling for Nogi, and spend time there, train with him. And yeah, that's one of the big changes I did. Like in my mind, man, I need to go back to my roots. Go back to my jiu-jitsu game. And I put one of the she worked with Gilbert, Luciana. She's a mental preparation, for high performance. And I searched about her a long time ago, like 2 years ago, And then now I said, man, I need to, try that and see, how I'm gonna feel in this. They're gonna help me in some ways, and that helped me a lot, man. She helped me to be more professional in what I do, and really studied, the fight in MMA. It's not just inside the gym. You go in there in the academy and train. No, it's more than that. I and then that helped me. That support me a lot too in my mental preparation. She's so good for high performance, and yes, bro. So I'm different, man. I'm not changed like, oh, I change. Some people like to change everything, but my change is I added something more because Killcliff FC, my team, I love, man, the work they do. That we work so good, man. Henry, Greg Jones, all the coach there, all my training partners, man. It's a lot of legends, a lot of experience inside that one gym, and that's great for me. But I just added that part, some a little bit more jiu-jitsu, and I put in Luciana now, and I have IHP, my conditional trainer, Santana. That guy is amazing. So I'm at a different level right now, man. I can feel it that, and I will show that on August 19th, definitely.
You talked about how the knockout. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves a knockout. They think Robocop. They think knockout, right? That's what they believe
Yeah,
in.
yeah, man. Like that's my style. I'm not changing that who I am, man. I'm an aggressive guy. Always I put it on the show, man. Always I'm going there and I put it everything I am inside that cage because that's who I am. I'm not there for a show something. No, that's make part of me. I'm not a guy going. No, I'm of course more smart, and put my game it on. But I always, man, when Robocop go inside the cage, bro, it's gonna be a show, and yeah, that's my style, and I'm not
Yeah.
gonna change that.
Denis Tiuliulin. What do you think of his style?
Yeah, man, Dan is a tough guy. He he go with 2 losses in the UFC, and I saw a lot of like small things in his game. I I can put something I have better than him, and but yeah, man, I'm ready for everything. I know he gonna come. He need that win. He need the fight. He need the win, and I'm ready for this. And I wanted to win much more than him. That's I know, and my will for a great performance. It's a lot. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a great fight. He's more striking. He loves the striking game, and man, like I said, I'm ready for everything.
Yeah. It's like you said. If he's loving the striking game and the style that you bring, it's gonna be fireworks. It's gonna be some violence.
Yeah, man, don't mix it. It's gonna
but
be
you but you
definitely.
talked about going out to Rafael Lovato's gym and then Vagner Rocha. Those are like two of the top guys in the grappling world. You know what I mean? Working with them is phenomenal. I think you didn't you win like a UFC Fight Pass Invitational with Lovato? Weren't
Yeah,
you guys on the
yeah.
same team? How was
Yeah,
that?
yeah, that was amazing. Me and him, David Ramos, another
Mhm.
high level jiu-jitsu guy, Ali Farias, world champion, was great, man. And all of them was my friend from long time. We competed together. We
Yeah.
went to Abu Dhabi and California, Long Beach, all the world's jiu-jitsu world tournament. Always, Ali Farias, we born together in Manaus. We train a lot together. David Ramos, man, I knew him since the brown purple belt, so that was amazing. And yeah, that was the experience I had with them, and then that made me think, bro, what I'm doing. Like I have all of this, I have all the tools I need, man. I need just to practice it, development. I need to put it this on myself, on my mind, and say, bro, I'm an MMA fighter. I'm completed. I have ground game. I have my striking like too good. I know that's good, but my ground is even better. So why I'm not, make them mix and put it is on the fight. So yeah, like and that experience, like, helped me. And I look it back and I said, bro, I have this guy that can help me. I have all these legends. Gilbert Burns, man. Gilbert Burns, a lot of another high level guy on grappling game by my side here. Same team. We are, teammates. And why I'm not using this? If I don't do that, I'm not a smart guy. So I need to use that for myself and getting better. So that's what I'm doing now.
What do you expect out of yourself? What do you want to show the crowd? Boston's going to be a crazy crowd.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a nice experience. Like I did in Brazil, my first pay-per-view card. That was that great experience I had there. But I'm gonna get another opportunity to fight in Boston. I know Boston have a big Brazilian community there, and I know a lot of Brazilians going to the fight. So I love the fight for the people. I love the things, when the crowd's there. The atmosphere is different. I love that, man. I like it there, and that's gonna be amazing, bro. I can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to. I'm enjoying my time now. I have 3 weeks, to my fight, so I'm enjoying there. I'm not wanna, oh man, I want to debut tomorrow, but I know when the time is coming, that want to be the perfect time.
August 19th, UFC 292, Robocop back in action. Thank you so much, Gregory, for the time, and all the best in the fight.
I appreciate it, my man. Thank you for the opportunity, and I see you guys August 19th. Let's go.